Hello everybody and welcome, a very warm welcome to the desk track. And today I just thought I'd do a little shunting demo featuring my trusty trucks there and this lovely Bachmann 460 standard MT locomotive, which I've had a few years. It's a factory weathered thing which I don't like, but it's the only version I could get at the time, and I was going to get rid of it, but it runs so beautifully that I'm keeping it. Anyway, so what we're going to do is move the locomotive forward of these points here, change the points, and it's going to run backwards over to this set of trucks. It's going to bring them round one revolution on the outside track, then it's going to stop up there and reverse them back to where they were, and I'll show you how easy it is to do it. And I've had these trucks running back over this crossover here, and they run nicely. So first thing, she's got to go off past the points and stop with a toot on the whistle. She's off, and you have to imagine the steam sound that would make, and the sort of grinding of the rails as it slowly goes forward of these set of points. And the driver would slowly shut off the regulator about here and apply the handbrake. Okay, and then the fireman would be his job to get down from the cab slowly down by the cab steps here. Okay, on the tender, step down onto the tender by the looks of it, or open the door and get down by those cab steps. And he'd walk along the crunching gravel up towards the point lever. There'd be a sort of point lever here, and pull it, and clunk over will go the points with another toot on the whistle. The standard 4 will slowly back up over the points, he's put the reversing gear in place. So now the fireman would be walking off towards this brake van and be standing around about, let's get the screwdriver here, stand here, right? He'd be standing here waving the engine forward, or sorry, backwards slowly. Now look how lovely this goes over these points. Right. Now in the meantime, our fireman is waving the loco slowly forwards towards the buffers. Now at this point, the driver immediately applies the brake to we'll stop it about here. Now I think this is common practice on the railways even today, especially with the older locos in stock, that the driver must be able to see the fireman as to when he stops propelling backwards, and he puts a hand movement up to say stop. So it would start again just on a very slow thing. Now in our case the coupling hook's gone over and we'll stop it there, but normally the buffers would touch. Once the buffers have touched, it's the fireman's job to get down underneath that coupling and start attaching the vacuum brake pipe and the coupling hooks. They're big heavy metal chains that go over each hook there. You can zoom in on those. And the brake van one is broken off, but there's the one on the locomotive. Should have one of those on the brake van, but it's broken off. The chain would be put across there. The vacuum brake pipe will be connected up, unless these are loose fitted. And the fireman, once he's done that, can get back in the cab of the loco. By the cab steps, which will take about a minute to walk up alongside the tender and join the driver back in the cab and he'd shut that door. Right, so with a toot of the whistle, the locomotive would slowly take the train over these points. So let's watch him do that. I said about controllability, didn't I? I didn't say about locomotive stopping. Right, so this is going at a fairly slow pace. It's done it again. I don't know why. If this track is not level, you will get problems like this, but this is real controllability from DCC, let me tell you. So the firemen will be watching the trucks, make sure that they're not derailing. Don't forget that there will be a guard in the rear brake van watching the trucks as well, so the driver will not increase speed until the trucks have cleared this set of points. So it'll be just slowly working at this speed. Now I don't know if you got a hand signal or something from the guard to say that they were clear. I don't know how that worked. Let's assume it was a hand signal or something from the guard out, you know, waving a flag or something. And the train would pick up speed. Now what we're going to do in this case is change the points, because we're going to assume that this train is going to do a trip round. Slowly, she's slowly picking up speed. Here she comes. We'll get a zoom in on that. Real controllability with DCC, especially this Gauge Master. I recommend it. Here she comes. I'm slowly increasing speed. We're doing loco 185s on 20. I'll another notch, 21. This is the finest speed, by the way, 128 speed steps. Now it's going over our already set point, so it won't derail. If those points needed to have been changed, the driver would have stopped up there, clear of the points, and the fireman would have to walk back, change the points, and then walk back to the loco again. It's mainly the, as far as I know, the fireman's job to do that. Although it could be stand corrected, it could be the guard in the brake van, I don't know who mainly did it. I think it was a team effort. Depends who's over the crossing first, or if it's crossing gates needed to be open or closed. It could be the driver and then the guard as they went through. I'm not sure. Whatever's quickest really to aid operations. Anyway, so we'll let the standard 460 come round. BR standard 460 come round with its nice green body one more time, and then we'll begin to slow it down, and we'll bring it to a stop on the next one round, so that this brake van here is stopping just about here, clear of these points. And then what we'll do, we'll change this set of points and reverse it back to where it was in the beginning. So here comes the standard 4 again. So I was just having a little play around on my own here, and I thought, well, let me film this, because it went smoothly when I did it, apart from this just stopping now. So I thought I'd share it with you. So she's already slowing down. 21, see, 20. Slow it down a bit more. 19, 18. Slow it down a bit more. 16. Bit more. See if we can get them both in focus. 15. Right. Now what I'm going to do is already put the loco in reverse. See the arrow now? Reverse. and then we're just waiting for the fireman to do his long trek back, or the actually we'll say the guard's doing it. Right, the guard's jumped out the back of the brake van and pulled the point lever back again, like so. Now he's going to jump back in the guard's van and probably wave a flag at the driver to say all clear, green flag. All right, so with a customary whistle, the 460 already in reverse mode, we'll let out some steam and start shunting the train backwards. Now I've got it on 2, and it's slowly pushing the train off to taking up the slack between the trucks, and I'm going to set that at about 7 or 8. So the guard's carefully looking along the train to make sure going backwards is negotiating these set of points properly. Here we go. Just keeping a close eye on the wheels. The brake van's safely over. Let's check the other trucks. Nicely bumping over the point work and track work there. Keep an eye on the couplings, that they're all buffering up to each other and not locking. Keep an eye on that one. All good there. And that one. It's a nice slow speed. Around she goes. Now for the locomotive. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And we're going to stop it. And there it is. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that one. That was immensely enjoyable. Got a lot out of that. Hope you did too. And yeah, like I say, if you get into DCC out of DC, the old analog, you won't look back. I certainly couldn't go back to DC, because this is just the controllability of this, and you get everything working right. It's just an absolute pleasure to run with. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one, and bye for now.